going on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another episode of Fixup City. But before we get into today's idea, I wanted to bring in three of probably, without a doubt, the best-selling and hottest figures of 2024. We have all three Ringside Collectibles exclusive CM Punk figures. We have the Straight Edge Society CM Punk that just came out not too long ago. We have the Money in the Bank Ultimate Edition CM Punk, and of course the Defining Moments Pipe Bomb CM Punk. So when he re-signed with WWE, we knew we were going to get all these figures, and I will say Mattel delivered on each and every single one of them, and they came out in pretty timely fashion. I mean, we got this Punk first pretty quickly. I guess that was less than a year. Granted, this was a reuse of the All-Star gear and some existing parts, but it just very simple formula put together and released, and very well done. The Ultimate Edition, without a doubt, we knew we were going to get. And of course, the From the Vault SES Punk is here. But with this episode of Fix Up City, bringing all these Punks, I have Punk Fever. I'm so excited to collect all of the Punks that have come out this year, and I'm sure many more coming out next year. We've had a few main event figures. We've had a showdown figure. We've had these exclusives. We have the Elite 115 coming out, which I am so excited for, as well as the Top Picks figure in the all-black return gear from his MSG and matches in LA. I feel like, like I said, I have CM Punk Fever. I've enjoyed his return so much. More than I thought I would. I mean, it's not like he was gone from wrestling and just came back. He was in AEW. That didn't work out. And that kind of, unfortunately, ended on a sour note. But I feel like his WWE run has been so great. His match with Drew McIntyre in the Hell in a Cell just blew me away. His most recent appearance in the Survivor Series War Games. So, like I said, I've had this Punk Fever. And when we knew Punk was announced to return, I definitely wanted to see these two. I did a whole video on that on my channel. I was like, without a doubt, we need to see these. But I thought the Defining Moments version that we eventually did get would come out as an Ultimate. I was like, well, you could go 1A, 1B, right? The most defining moment of CM Punk's career as of now, without a doubt, in his prime was the pipe bomb promo and the Money in the Bank match versus John Cena. So they delivered with the Ultimate Edition Money in the Bank as a ringside exclusive. But this is one I really wanted to see as an Ultimate. They gave it to us as an Elite. So I said, you know what? Ringside actually restocked very briefly a few damaged packaging, Defining Moments CM Punks. I said, you know what? It's going to be an expensive fix-up, but I'm going to do it. I went ahead and pulled the trigger. I actually bought two, and I bought an additional two Ultimate Edition CM Punks. At the inflated price of $50, unfortunately. I did pre-order three at that $40 price range, and they went up. And, you know, it's funny. I was talking to my buddy who's eventually going to do this fix-up. I was like, man, like, should I order a few more Punks? And we were talking, like, Punk is so hot. All his stuff sells out. I said, dude, you have just now convinced me to go and pre-order two. In the middle of the conversation, I went and I pre-ordered two. They shipped later that day. They're supposed to be on back order, and they shipped, which is kind of funny. But my buddy Steisenberg Customs is going to help me create the Ultimate Edition Defining Moments CM Punk. We are going to sacrifice an Ultimate Money in the Bank Punk and the Elite Defining Moments and make them one figure. So we're gonna unfortunately have to destroy some parts. As I was told, the Elite torso will not fit on the Ultimate Edition lower body. So an expensive fix-up, but follow my good buddy Steisenberg Customs on Instagram. I will drop a link to his page in the bio or the description down below. He's one of my go-tos for all of my custom fix-up. He does a great job, very responsive, ships things back out in a timely manner, so definitely check him out. But don't have the figure yet. I still have to send it out to him. Doing this a little early, so if you are seeing this video, then that figure has come back and was successful in the completion. But just wanted to talk a little about the CM Punk madness and all the hype that I've been getting into. All of these great figures that we have received from Ringside. So without further ado, let's give you an idea of what we're going to do. So we can take off the entrance gear, and you can see the difference between the torsos on the Ultimate Edition and the Elite figures. So obviously you get the diaphragm joint with a little more articulation. You do get other added articulation with the lower legs, but we will not be swapping out the lower legs. I believe he is not on the ball joints on the Elite figure. So the mission here is we're going to take this Ultimate Edition torso and the Elite torso. We're going to swap this out with this torso. I would like to have the smaller knee pads instead of these big bulky ones. So we'll be probably using the knee pads from the Ultimate Edition. And it'll have this upper body with this lower body. Probably keep the armbands and the elbow pads. So I'm going to keep the regular Elite figure probably displayed with a t-shirt. So when I get the Ultimate, maybe I'll display him without it, just so you can see that it's an Ultimate and the nice trunks design underneath. But not sure which head I'm going to go with. I'm leaning towards the Ultimate head because it is pretty perfect. But if want some differentiation between the two, I don't know. I guess we'll play with it once it comes back. But just to give you an idea, and I think he's not on the ball joints. My legs are actually really stiff on this one. I'm going to say he's not. So we're not going to have the drop down hips. We're probably just going to use the straight lower legs from this figure, this Ultimate Edition torso. And in the next segment, we'll see how that figure turned out and if it was worth sacrificing 2 figures to make one awesome one. So I mailed out all my parts to Steinsenberg Customs. He was able to successfully complete my custom Ultimate Edition Pipe Bomb CM Punk. Let's see how it turned out here. Was this worth the expensive fix-up? You tell me in the comments down below. I feel like that figure looks money. This is what I wish we would have received. It would have been nice if they did. I don't know if they could have done a chase, obviously, with the Money in the Bank. But, man, it would have been nice to have an Ultimate Edition of it. But this just turned out so freaking sweet. Look how nice this torso looks on the yellow trunks and kickers. I just feel like that's money. Obviously, the Defining Moments is a great figure, but this head sculpt on the yellow just pops. I actually do have another Ultimate here. I bought so many of these, man. This figure is just so nice. You can see how great both look with the gear off, and we're definitely gonna swap some heads. I do have the extra Defining Moments head we'll put on the custom fix-up, but that is how he turned out, and I really do like it. Let's get these guys all out of here. Let's let's just focus on our custom here. And you can see how nice of a job he did with the swap. Not any real gaps here. Looks pretty clean. You can see, again, how the kickers look. This head sculpt is just so freaking realistic. It's just like such like a work of art. It's like CM Punk is right here in your hand. Mattel just really nailed it. I mean, I guess for fun we can swap the head, but I think it's not even close. It doesn't even make sense to use the Defining Moments head. At least I can keep that on the Elite figure, and then there's a little differentiation. If you were curious to see how that looked on the Ultimate body, that doesn't look bad either, but again, I just feel like it's dated. This is the way to go. This head is just freaking money. I did go with a smaller elbow pad. I personally liked a little bit more mobility. If you guys want to swap on the Stone Cold t-shirt. And I'm going to definitely display him with the fisted hands here. I feel like with the Elite, it's hard to get him in like the X chest cross pose. It's even harder with a bigger elbow pad. So that's why I said, you know what? We'll use a smaller one. That'll probably look a little better. And here you can see how the original head looks like with the shirt. And we can swap out the Money in the Bank Ultimate Edition head. Man, that looks so freaking good. I absolutely love it. We will definitely swap out the Best in the World shirt too, but if you guys want to see what that looked like. Man, it's just fun doing these customs. I feel like I do less of these because Mattel is pretty much making it, right? I used to do a ton of Hulk Hogan customs. It's like, why bother at this point? We're just going to eventually get the actual release. I did that White Trunks as an Ultimate that's coming up in the Greatest Hits Elite Wave, and it's like, well, I already did that figure, but I'll buy the Elite too. I made that an Ultimate. I definitely did a custom video if you guys want to check that on my channel. We tried to do some, like I said, I was doing a lot more of these Fix-Up Cities, but just really no need to, man. Mattel's killing it. But this actually looks really sick with the Best in the World shirt. I obviously don't know how accurate that is, but if you wanted to throw a title on with him, that's how that looks. I feel like this turned out so freaking sick. Let me know your thoughts down below. Was this worth? Honestly, this was probably a $100 fix-up. You figure I bought another Ultimate at $50. I bought another Defining Moments. It was $48.99 damage packaging, shipped out to my buddy, but I don't see us getting this anytime soon, and I think this just turned out so good. Let me know all your thoughts down below. Was this worth it? Do you like the way it turned out? Do you prefer the Elite over this? Did you think this was kind of a waste of money? But huge shout out to my buddy Steinsenberg Customs, man. He really hooked me up here. Like I said, he does a phenomenal job. If you need custom work, hit him up on Instagram. Super nice guy. And like I said, he does quick turnaround, quick work. But I am through the roof excited for more CM Punk figures. We're going to get a ton more. I'm waiting for the Top Picks figure to come in stock. Like I said, I would love to even swap like a modern day head on some of these Ultimates to see how it looks. But I appreciate you guys tuning in here for Fixup City. Thank you for your continued support. Anyone who's commented, liked my videos, subscribed, that really helps my channel out tremendously. I'm going to try to do some more customs like this, just to give you guys some different looks. I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering how this looks as an Ultimate, so I'll look for more of these when it makes sense, right? Like I said, Mattel's just given us so many different figures. It doesn't make sense to spend the extra money and fix them up, because when the Mattel line started and we were missing, had a lot of holes in our collections. I feel like a lot of us are doing fix-ups. That definitely has slowed down, but I appreciate all you guys tuning in, and I will catch you all on the next video.